What if you both have swords? If you both swing straight ahead, you both are hit. Okay, we'll go slowly. A straight, accurate strike. Again, strike with the breath that unifies heaven and earth. We both swing, but I draw him in. I suck in his energy. We're not on guard. Usually fencing starts with on guard. He can't move his sword. He can't move his sword or raise it for a blow. If he lifts the sword, I enter. He swings it down and I've moved. Let him swing straight down. Look what happens. The point is, we're moving together. There's an old saying about a small bird tapping on a stone. Many people practicing with bamboo swords move the sword point up and down or tap them together as a preliminary to a real attack. They wouldn't do this with real swords. Their opponent would be able to gauge their breath and thus their timing if they did so. You shouldn't slap their swords together. Your sword, your attack should be silent. If he comes forward to hit, he is cut. There's no noise of clashing swords. He can't lift up his sword to strike. If he thinks to cut me, he himself will be cut. So in Aikido, we're trying to teach that he shouldn't take up the sword against me. You must take the lead. You must grab your opponent's intentions before he actually moves to attack. Look. Okay, he's going to come strike me. But I enter and he's helpless. Let's turn around so you can see this better. He can't pull back or raise his sword. He's helpless. I've captured him with one finger. He can't stab, he can't strike, he can't draw back. This is attractive power. This is like magnetic attraction. Just like this, one finger. Coming at me with a sword is useless. As I said earlier, if you look at your opponent's eyes, he will steal your heart. If you stare at the point of the sword, it will steal your will or concentration. Never look at your opponent. If he wants to thrust at me, go right ahead. If he wants to strike, go right ahead. He can do whatever he wants. He can't hit me in any case. He can't hit me, he can't strike me, because I'm not looking at the sword. If I look, he will take my key. I never look. I never look. And he'll never touch me. He strikes and I'm not there anymore. He comes to strike and I'm just not there. Because I'm not there, I'm not hit. It's easy. He comes to strike. I'm not hit, but I get there first. If we stand here like this, strike at the heart. Okay, let's go. You see? He's struck and I'm not. Okay. The sword, the staff are inside me. They've become part of me. He comes to strike and I help him along. He's stuck. Go ahead, strike. Strike again. Go ahead. Whoop. In August 1957, O Sensei presented to Hikitsuchi Sensei this scroll, signifying the innermost teachings of the bow, marking his complete mastery of the long staff. This is called yaribusema, or a thicket of spears. The ninja of old used to practice escaping from this predicament. In Aikido, you must be able to read the opponent's ki and thus grasp their intention in advance of the actual attack. This involves a speed much greater than the speed of light or electricity. This requires a speed that transcends space and time, the ability to instantaneously sense the flow of a situation and change accordingly. As such, it involves a spiritual transcendence of one's own limited self. O Sensei called this masakatsu, agatsu, katsuhayabi, true victory, self-victory, the speed that transcends time and space. This is the mystery of Aikido, the central teaching. Study it well, practice until you understand this essential principle. When your heart is bright and full of love, the spirit of the kami can enter into you and fill your Aikido with a wonderful life-giving power.